What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and F1 2021. We are starting out with a phone call from Brian here.
Brian,
Well, someone's the hot topic in the press room.
what do you mean?
Oh, come on. There's no need to be so modest.
What are you on about, Brian?
Oh, after that puncture, everyone thought you'd lost it. But to pull it back and into the points, it's
And
all
into
anyone's
pole
talking about.
position.
Well, I'm glad
There,
the press is
bud.
starting to take notice.
Oh, get used to it. They put a bunch of interviews in your diary for tomorrow. It's why I was calling.
Right, thanks for letting me know.
So don't celebrate too hard tonight, eh?
Yeah, all right, Brian. Don't worry. I'm only going to see my mum.
Right. Well, each to their own.
See you later, Brian.
All right. So it's interesting that we never get to do anything outside of the races. Like, you would think that we would get to go to these team meetings and stuff like that, but I mean, I guess it's fine. We're up to 51,000 followers, so we got roughly 2,000, almost 3, I guess, roughly 2. For that race, let's see, emails here. Great work today. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring your mom around to see you. Just ping me a message. Really great race today. Congratulations. Could have warned me about your mom. My ears are still ringing, so guess she was screaming. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chapter. All right, chapter 5. While the grid heads to Monza, the team at HAAS have managed to find some welcome consistency during the second half of the 2020 season. Both drivers are hungry to gain ground in the competition, but Aiden Jackson is determined to outperform his teammate Casper Akkerman. Ackerman probably. I think that's how they've been pronouncing it, both in the standings and in the eyes of the team.
I'm not sure if it's something to do with the energy storage, but I'm losing power on the straights.
Right. And you said the acceleration was okay. I'll take a look at it.
And how are we today, chaps? Everything running smoothly, I hope.
All right, Brian. Yeah, we're just going through a few last-minute tweaks.
Ah, that's what I like to see. With dedication like that, maybe you'll be able to get us back a few more of those points, eh?
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll
I've gotten
try.
2 pole positions in the last 2
glad I
events.
caught up with
So,
you. Thought you might like to know. I had a call this morning from Mattia Binotto. Mentioned you directly.
Oh,
I think they're sniffing around for next season. You're being watched.
so no pressure then?
So, what's the problem with the car?
I'm losing power on the straights. It's not a massive issue. I'm sure we can deal with it.
Yeah, theoretically, do we have time to install the Spec 2 unit before the race?
Yes, boss.
And Casper's reporting no problems?
No.
Okay, let's do it. Put the Spec 2 in Aiden's, would you?
Well, that would sort it. I mean, if you're sure.
Of course. You could do with a little boost. A little boost. Besides, anything for our star driver. Casper, how are you today?
uh-oh.
Feeling good about the race?
Well, there goes that drama. Gonna be sparked back up. We're getting the new power unit, and Casper doesn't seem to be happy about it. Alright. So we are... Let's go over to social. We've got a little bit more followers now. Email. We can preview. Alright, we got another call from Brian.
Brian,
Hayden, I'm glad I've called you. Listen, don't worry about Casper.
let me stop you there. Brian, Casper's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I've got a race to focus on.
Good man. In the garage just now, that was my fault. I know how he can be.
What, childish? Self-centered? I'm sick of it, Brian. He's been on my case ever since I joined the team. He needs to grow up.
Okay. You just leave Casper to me and get your head in the race.
Yeah.
Let's put that new power unit to good use, eh?
Sure thing, Brian. See you on the other side.
Okay. So we can preview. This has an attachment. Oh, right trigger. Oh, that's not what I want. I don't know that I have a right trigger on the steering wheel. Okay, it's a shoulder button. It's labeled RSB. That's not a trigger though. Okay. Good old Monza. Alright, trackside interview. I guess we don't really... I mean, it would be cool if we could, like, have options to respond to these emails, I guess. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit up the race. So Jackson looks to take full advantage of his car's new power unit to the vexation of his teammate Casper Akkerman. With the grid set, his focus locked in, Jackson is eager to show Akkerman why HAAS has signed him. Or HAAS signed him. Advance.
Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action. And we hope you're ready to see the world's best drivers fighting it out for that #1 spot. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest circuit in F1. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners.
Alright, so still just as long. Oh, I didn't see where we were starting. Looks like 18.
Let's see if we can squeeze some performance out of this new power unit. Good luck out there today.
Alright, let's go get it. We are starting, yes, 18. I don't know why we always have to start all the way back. So our position, we have to get... Our goal is just to beat Akkerman, so he's in P4 right now, it seems. If you don't know anything about F1, this is probably the... Especially if you play or don't know anything about online F1. First turn at Monza is always terrible. Oh, wow, I took that way too slow. Okay, here we go. We're up to 15 already. Somebody's already in the... Oh. I say somebody's in the grass and I go in the grass. Again, we'll send them a bill for that lawn care. Alright. So down through here. This is a track that... I think there's 2 different chicanes. Other than that, it's a really high-speed track. Tons of straightaways. Not very many fast turns. Or overtake, or ERS, whatever you want to call it. So we can use it here. So we are just over 200 miles an hour there. Caveat. Inside and out. Around him, we're up to 14. So right on our butt though. We've got, I guess we're doing the full race here. Alright, we're gonna take the inside line there, and we've just got around 4 other drivers, it seems? 3 other drivers? We're on the brakes for this. Alright, that chicane's a little rough, but, you know, as we're not in traffic or as we get into more open area, we may be able to do it a little better. It's hard to do with, you know, everybody around. Yeah, the grass, not the sand. Inside on Stroll. Up and in. We're up into 10th now. Great points. We'll turn our ERS on here. We'll have DRS through here in the next lap. I'm going to try to get inside of Lando. I didn't know how close we were to that turn now. ERS again. Zip around Lando. Going for his teammate Carlos Sainz. Still in 4th. Ooh, we need to calm down there a little bit. Alright, we got past Carlos Sainz, and now we're behind
DRS is now available.
Ricardo. The old Danny Rick here. Sainz is catching up. Slow down here. Alright, there we go. see what we can do. We need 3 more positions. 4 more, I guess. Counting Akkerman's position himself. We're going to be pitting between lap 7 and 12. Got around Danny Rick there. The inside line. Oh, wrong button. Again, still getting used to the G920 steering wheel. And the pause button is literally right next to the button to look back and the button for ERS. So, trying to, you know, not hit it with my big thumb. So, we're up into 6th.
Casper
We're gonna
should
get
be within
Akkerman.
reach soon, Aiden.
Yeah, we're gonna
You
get
are
him
free to
on
race.
this turn. ERS and inside. There we go. Got past him. So now we're gonna fight for first.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.7 seconds.
Akkerman is right behind us. So we can take these chicanes a little better now, because we can actually have, you know, visual on them. So just a couple seconds behind Verstappen here in the leaders, it looks like. At least second and third position. Not that far away from P1. We're going to work on taking P1 in this race. That's for sure.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Okay. New strategy. Pit on lap 9. I want to keep current, because I'd rather end the race or pit sooner.
Got that confirmed?
We're keeping our current thing where we pit on lap 7. Let's go inside. I don't know why they're so slow through that turn.
We're approaching the pit window.
Got
You'll
the
be on the
fastest
mediums.
lap. Past Zotac there. Broke a little too late there. I'm gonna try to brake so hard. Let's see what tires up there. Okay, we're only 10% through the tires. I mean, we could honestly go the entire race without changing tires, but like, I'm pretty sure the rules are you have to pit and change your tire compound at least once during the race. I think. Don't 100% quote me on that. If you know that to be true or false or what the actual rule is, definitely let me know down below in the comments. Ooh, that was my bad. Just had a minor collision with Mr. Hamilton up here. I'm a little too fast in that corner, but yeah, definitely let me know down below if you know, to confirm or deny, or that. I think I've said it in my other videos, but I'm not like super duper knowledgeable about F1. I just know enough to be dangerous, and he is like pushing me to the outside. You take P1. Oh, there's that pause button there. So we're in P1. We got 7 laps to go. And we've got to pit at least once for that. Like I said, I think we're going to be pitting next lap. Or maybe not next lap, but the lap after next. On lap 7, I think is what I had confirmed. Let's see. It just says our pit window. I guess it opens up on lap 7. You can pit anywhere between 7 and 12. I guess that's what that means. I'm not 100% sure again. I need to watch a video on some F1 rules or something like that. But just having too much fun playing the game, and I'd rather play the game and try to learn as I go rather than, you know, sit down and watch a video. I am sorry if the, you know, steering wheel is loud in the mic. It's kind of sitting like right next to, I mean, the microphone is, you know, in front of the steering wheel, but there's still a chance that it's going to be picking up, you know, some of the little rumbles and rotations and, you know, button clicks and stuff like that. So if that's the case, I am sorry, but really not much I can do about that. I mean, I could get a longer microphone stand.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Okay, so next lap we're going in. So, or I guess towards the end of this lap we're going in, is what I should say. I do eventually want to get a, you know, racing simulator seat, like the Play Seat Challenger, I think is what it's called, or the GT Lite, or I think it may be two different things. I don't know. One that folds up. I used to have a racing seat, but it was like a full-on, like, you know, racing car seat, and it didn't fold up. It was hard to store. But those little, like, Play Seat Challengers or the GT Lite, again, I don't know if those are the same thing or not. They fold up basically to the size of like a zero gravity chair. Like, you can fold them flat. You can keep your wheel and tire, or your wheel and pedal set up like on them, and that would be nice to have. Because right now I'm just using, you know, the wheel is attached to my desk that I actually, you know, play all my video games on, but it's also a desk where I work remotely for my job, so I have to like move it every time I want to play F1 and set it back up. And the G920 doesn't, like, it's not an easy like setup. I really wish that they made like the pedals and the power and stuff a little easier to disconnect, so that you could. Oh, we didn't pit. I'm gonna box this lap, buddy.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I completely forgot to pit that lap, so. But yeah, G920, it's not very good for like setting up, like all of the cable management happens like underneath the steering wheel, so if you want to unplug anything, you have to like unwind it, and then, you know, unplug it, and you have to unmount the steering wheel first, which, I mean, that's not the big deal, but just having to do all that to move the steering wheel and put it back in place, you know, day in and day out, because I work, you know, 5 days a week essentially, so just having to do all that work is, you know, really kind of annoying. I really wish it was more of just like a exterior thing, like I could pop it off without unmounting the steering wheel if I wanted to, and then I could move the steering wheel, you know, wherever I wanted to, without having to worry about any of the other, you know, components, because the pedals can stay under my desk. They can just move to the left a little bit, and they're fine and out of my way. But real estate on my desk is kind of taken up when I'm working, because I have 2 keyboards, I have 2 mice, I need somewhere to write. I'm taking notes during like meetings and stuff, so definitely looking forward to, you know, getting a you know, race seat. So there we go. We made the pits that time. We didn't forget. I'd be curious to see how many other people come in this lap. So Hamilton stayed out. So we're gonna come out in at least 2nd place. Looks like Verstappen is in the pit. Yeah, he sure is. And here we go. So Akkerman is in the pits as well. What is it that we have coming up on our butt?
Casper is in the pits. Casper in the pits.
Oh, they like launch you out of the pits sometimes. Well, the last 3 races we've been in, they've launched us out at least. Alright, we got Albon right behind us. Nice thing is, we pitted early. I mean, we would have pitted really early if we pitted last lap. So, although Hamilton's in 1st, and he's 8 seconds ahead of us, we'll probably catch him before we'll probably pit this lap, I guess. But, you know, we're gonna catch him when he goes into the pits if we don't catch him prior to that, so. To warm up these tires. Like I said, we're on mediums right now. We were on soft, and you can tell that they're mediums in 2 ways. You see in the top left, the rankings or leaderboards, current positions, whatever you want to call it. You can see Hamilton's on soft. You can tell by the red and, you know, circle and the S in the middle. That means soft. And you can see I'm on mediums, being the yellow circle, but you can also see on the actual inside of the tires. So you can see my front 2 tires there. They've got yellow wording on them, and that's how you depict, you know, what kind of tires they are. So you can tell I'm on mediums. Alright, so he's in the pit now. Let's go. We take first back over, and we've got 3 laps to go.
This is your final lap.
Alright,
Final
so
lap
here
of
we
the
come
race.
into the final lap. We're ages in front of the rest of the pack. We're just absolutely killing it through here. Like I said, we're still in the lowest difficulty, so we may bump that up just to make it a little more challenging, because obviously we only need to beat Akkerman here. And I mean, realistically, coming in first really isn't doing too much for us, because I mean, it's not like it's keeping track of points or anything. It's literally just, you know, we only have to complete the objectives that it's giving us, because it's the story mode, the breaking point mode. So, you know, coming in first really isn't doing much for us. So, we'll definitely have to adjust the difficulty settings. We need to do that for, like, the next video. Because I'm still, you know, kind of just getting used to the wheel still, and I'm recording this all in the same day. The first, or the second video, so the last video, or last 2, I guess. I've recorded 2 today, so this is video number 3 that I've recorded today, I'm pretty certain, so I'm still just trying to get used to it. This is just Friday, the day that the game comes out, so July 16th. So, you know, just trying to get used to it, get a grip of how it plays and stuff like that. So there we go. P1. Obviously, we beat
Fantastic.
Casper,
You've
Mr.
won the Grand
Akkerman,
Prix.
and we won the Grand Prix there.
Well, 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 quite the rivalry forming between the rookie Aidan Jackson and his veteran teammate Casper Akkerman.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of when Hamilton signed for McLaren back in 2007, and we all know how that one ended. Alonso returned to Renault pretty much the moment the season wrapped up.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. The quality and fantastic result of the HAAS team will have been noticed by everyone.
Alright, so I think we'll be going into some interviews now.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Well, you couldn't have asked for a better result today. Congratulations, Aidan. Top spot on the podium. How are you feeling?
Alright, I'm going to enjoy this moment but not run away with myself. I've got to try to keep my focus. Couldn't be happier, it's a dream. Some people thought I didn't have it in me. Now, there is no question. Okay, I think that one's kind of the most humble, right?
I can't believe it. It's the best possible result. I'm going to enjoy this moment, but not run away with myself. I've got to try and keep my focus for the next race. But, you know, first place.
A big talking point, irrespective of today's results, is how you've improved overall throughout the season. What would you say to that?
Alright, I couldn't do it without the support of the team. They've been incredible. I mean, that's obviously the best answer. Even if this one is correct, being it's not about improvement, it's about showing what I could do already, or could already do. Obviously, this one over here is the better answer.
The team. They've been incredible. I'm feeling looked after, and I couldn't ask for more. So
Other
any
than
improvements
Akkerman, he's trying to kill us, I'm pretty certain.
It's funny you should mention the team as a whole. Can you give us an update? How is the current relationship between you and Casper Akkerman?
This is the accurate answer, again. This is the answer we should give. We're just gonna do that one.
Driver relationships are always going to be tricky. Individually, you're always pushing yourselves, and that can cause friction. I can't let anything like that worry me. Besides, we're fine.
Appreciate your time.
Alright. So, with only a handful of races remaining in the season, time is running out for HAAS to secure the points needed to finish above their mid-pack rivals in the Constructors' Championship. A dip in form over the past few races has the team desperately hoping for a strong performance from both rookie Aiden Jackson and veteran Casper Akkerman. So we're going into the Mexican Grand Prix, and this is 2 months later. All right, there's the article for Danny Rick leaving Renault. He's going to McLaren. I don't know that it says that in there, but that's where he ends up in 2021. He's racing alongside Mr. Lando Norris now. Let's look at this. I guess it doesn't give us weather, does it? Call from our mum here.
Mum?
Aiden, I'm here.
Oh, good. After that flight delay, I was starting to get concerned.
Don't worry. Everything's fine.
And they're looking after you?
Better than at Silverstone.
Good, because you were my lucky charm there, Mum. And I'm hoping you do the same here.
I'll try, love. Now just do what you do, and everything will be great.
I know. Mirror signal maneuver.
And always stick to the speed limit.
I'll try.
Have a great race, Aiden. I'll see you after.
I'm so pleased you're here, Mum. This one's for you, eh?
It's good to have a supportive mom like that. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and go to the race. So with only a handful of laps remaining, so we're jumping into the race, which is nice. HAAS is looking to both of its drivers for points in order to improve their position in the standings. One last push is needed from Aiden Jackson, desperate to keep pace with his teammate Casper Akkerman. So it sounds like we're behind Casper right now, and we're going to have to try to catch up with him. I don't know that I've ever raced here. I think this is a new one. Could be wrong. I don't remember it, at least.
Yeah, good. I think we can start to push a little. Where's Casper?
Ahead of you. Don't worry about Casper, Aiden. Let's
Making
just
the
improve
move,
your
okay.
current position.
Yeah, copy.
Pick up to Casper Akkerman before lap 17. Alright. It is currently lap 11. And Casper is in 8th position. So we have to get 4 positions. Ooh, this is a little bit of a... Whoa, what did we hit there? Let's do an instant replay. That was... I don't know what we managed to... I mean, that would have probably what would be happening in real life if you tried to accelerate on a curve. I'm assuming that's what we, did. Just try to accelerate on that curb coming out. So, it's going to be a little easier on that. Behind Vettel, need to get out in front of him. Increase our positioning here. Okay, never mind. I think I remember this track a little bit now. Pass Vettel here on the inside. He tried to cut us off.
Nice move. Good job.
Bottas is back in 10th. Okay, this is an unrealistic race. What the heck's going on here? Where's Hamilton? Is he not in first? We're kind of all over the place. Again, I haven't played this. Well, I don't remember much of this track, obviously.
Sat in P8.
But just not having played, F1 2020 in a while. Obviously, don't know too much of these courses from memory. So trying to just jump into a race and get going is a little difficult sometimes.
Managing your tires. Manage your tires.
Yes, sir. Our DRS, we're chasing down Danny Rick here.
You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few
just
seconds
darted
per lap.
in there.
Keep this up.
Bombed right into that corner. We've got 1 position to get to Akkerman now. I'm assuming when we do that, it's going to give us a cutscene. I'd imagine, at least. We are just all over the road right now. Oh my gosh. That little section is just absolutely crazy.
Casper is directly ahead of you.
Yes, sir. I see him. Oh, there we go.
It's
Cutscene.
clear from anyone watching either in the stands or at home the determination on show from HAAS and Aiden Jackson today.
No, you're not wrong there, Ant. His performance has improved race by race throughout the season, and his driving today, impeccable. Here's a test for him now, though, as they head down the main straight. There's a lot of friction between these two, and his teammates after him. Will he budge?
Hold position, Aiden.
Oh, I've never seen anything like this on a racetrack before. Two teammates wheel to wheel.
Keep it clean.
Inches separating them, and they crash. Oh, they've come together in spectacular style, and they're both out of the race.
Yikes. Disaster. With neither driver willing to cede the position, Jackson and Akkerman make contact heading into turn 1. Both cars sustained terminal damage, ending the race for the HAAS pair and shattering the team's dreams of securing a top 5 position in the Constructors' Cup. We're going post-race right now, I think. Yikes. Just nothing but drama and friction on this team.
Close the door. Sit down.
Brian, you have every right to be mad.
We've invested millions in you two. Millions. And look at you both. Acting like a couple of school kids. You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt. And as for you, you should know better. I'm disgusted. You should both be ashamed.
Brian,
Not a word. Not a single word. I should fire you both right here and now. You've screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up! Any more, and you're both out. You hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to.
There you go, Brian. That's the way to go.
Both of you, get out.
That is unfortunate. Definitely deserved that, though. Why can't we just make up and be friends, man? Like...
Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what did he say?
Threatened to fire both of us.
He won't.
That's not the point.
I'll just leave you be.
Is Lily okay? Does she know I'm safe?
Yeah, she saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
Okay, so that must be wife?
You survived worse.
Wife Ackerman?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not, but you're not hurt. And you have a family who love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
Okay, so I guess we were just introducing his wife to that. Maybe end up getting some backstory on Mr. Akkerman here. Alright, so that's where we'll go ahead and end this video off. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you guys are enjoying the Breaking Point campaign playthrough. I'm definitely enjoying playing through it. I really have missed playing F1 games, and I really have missed doing it on a wheel too. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video.